Hey everybody, Victor Crawford here again with Farmington Fit Body Boot Camp. Wanted to get back on our Ask Coach show and start doing some more of those videos. It's been a little while since I did one. We got a little bit busy with our challenge over the last few weeks, so I haven't been able to do that, but I want to get back on that. So this week is episode 5. We had a question from one of our boot campers, and in fact I talked about it a little bit this morning in our boot camp, but how many days a week should I be working out? And of course the answer is always depends on who you are, who your body, what your body's like, have you been working out, your age, etc. So I wanted to get into that a little bit on this video. So really the question is, well, who are you? So how many days am I going to work out, or how many days should I work out? Well, are you a 20-year-old college athlete? Because that individual is going to have to work out a little bit differently than, say, a 40-year-old mom or dad who has not worked out in quite some time, or they've been doing something a little less intense than our boot camp here. So I wanted to go over a little bit about that. We're going to focus on that 35 to 45-year-old individual. Male or female doesn't really matter, because that's typically what we see here at our boot camp. So are you brand new to working out? That's one of the questions we always ask. So if you're new to working out, you really haven't done anything over the last 20 years or maybe your whole life, I'm going to recommend 2 to 3 times a week is all. And the reason for that is because your body's not used to working out as intensely as we do here, and it could cause some overuse or some regular style injuries. So we want to talk a little bit about that. If you're kind of an intermediate, or let's say you've been working out at a box gym, doing some weight training and stuff with your husband or your wife, kind of not really intense or anything like that, or maybe you're doing some LSD training on the treadmills and ellipticals. I'm going to say 3 or 4 times a week for those individuals. They're able to come here. Their muscles are used to working out to some degree, although it's not as intense as what we do. And then of course, if you've been coming to our boot camp for, say, or any boot camp that does high intensity, I'm going to say 3 to 4 times. And then if you've been coming to our boot camp for, say, 3 or 4 months, then you can ramp it up to 4 to 5 times. I would discourage anyone from working out this style more than that. 6 times a week is too much. I think individuals they start to love our workout so much, and they tend to come more often than they need to. You still want to live your life. Our workouts are only 30 minutes. They are high intensity though. So you want to come 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. That's great. The other day or two during the week, enjoy your family, enjoy your life. Go out hiking and biking, that kind of thing, no problem. The weather's fixing to turn warm, I hope. So those seasonal things are going to be available to you guys now. But one of the reasons that we want to talk about limiting how many times a week you do high intensity is, like I said earlier, a little bit overuse. What will happen is your central nervous system will start to shut down, and the best thing that can happen when your central nervous system shuts down is you plateau out. You stop losing weight, you stop losing body fat, you're still on the diet and all that stuff, but you're going to plateau out, and that's just your body telling you, hey, you're doing too much, you need to slow down. The worst thing that can happen is an injury or a sickness, illness type thing. You get the overuse going, your elbows start hurting, my shoulder starts hurting, my back starts hurting, and or your body's trying to repair itself. You're not resting enough, so it doesn't have that opportunity. You're sore all the time, etc. You're more susceptible to getting a cold, flu, any kind of illness like that, because your body's not able to fight it off because it's overused. So 3 to 4, 4 to 5 times, that's probably the maximum you want to do in a high intensity atmosphere. So we wanted to just mention that, and since we had the question the other day, So with that, if you have any more questions, go ahead and comment below. Make sure you like and share our page. We're trying to do things right here. We got a lot of people really losing weight and a lot of body fat. We had a few this morning that did their measurements and weight and such, and everyone progressed. Hopefully you saw that post on Facebook. But be sure and like us, and we'll catch you guys later. Thanks.